Welcome back to my channel, guys. So finally I've chose my topic and I'm going to tell you about 3 simple tips that will help you to improve your smartphone photography. Ever since the first iPhone was released in 2007, the smartphone cameras were dramatically improved, and it was a start from 2 megapixel cameras to 12 megapixel cameras. It's never been easier to capture amazing or vivid pictures with your smartphone, and you should know what you're doing. And having an amazing camera, it doesn't mean that you're a photographer. Regardless of your experience, here are some tips that will improve your smartphone photography. Light is your both friend and enemy. You know that light changes throughout the day, and in sunset and sunrise, the light gives a very soft warmth to your photos, but during middays it gets harsher and it ruins a photo completely. And at the night it's very virtually non-existent, which makes photography very hard. But regardless of your shooting, uh, plan your shots so that you won't get any grainy images. And also keep in your mind that when people look at your photos, they notice the area which is the brightest. So if you want to focus on the left side, so adjust your camera to the accurate exposure so that they can see it clearly, or otherwise people will focus a different part that you might have not intended. The use of space. When the subject of your photo is in the middle of an empty space, it creates a space called negative space. Negative space is useful because it eliminates the distraction of the background, and it brings the subject to the focus. This is particularly useful for the shots that feature the sky or contrasting colored walls, because it gives the photos a nice balance. The last and the main point is the rule of thirds. The rule of thirds is the principle for taking shots where the subject isn't centered. It posits that you should divide the screen into 3 by 3 grid with 2 horizontal lines and 2 vertical lines, and then place important compositional directions on the line or at their intersections. By doing this, you will create more interesting shots than a traditional center shot. Most of the smartphones have this feature on top of their frame, so that it will be easy for you to line up your shots through rule of thirds. If you are shooting a portrait, so use the vertical alignment for framing, and if you are shooting a landscape, use the horizontal alignment for framing. Rule of thirds might be very strange for you guys, but once you understand this, it will be easy for you and you will immediately start applying to your every photos. I hope these tips may help you to learn some basics of smartphone photography. So if you like this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel.